Greetings, YouTube. This has been a really unexpectedly busy late night / early morning for you across the pond viewers. You're waking up to all this news in the Marvel Casino of Champions that started filtering in the late evening or early evening hours of the United States, so the early morning of the United Kingdom, where we had a big change, big announcement if you missed the video, that Kabam is going to scale back the amount of champions that they tweak or buff to try to make the buffs better. Because a lot of people don't even remember that a champion's been buffed, because when you play around with them, there isn't really a noticeable difference. Now, of course, there are big exceptions, particularly the champions that you have the most time in, say, beta test using, like Colossus or Red Mags. My favorite buff of 2021 remains Diablo's buff, which I never, ever thought I'd say. But there are so many champs like Yellow Jacket and OG Black Panther that you know they're buffed, but you're not going to be encouraged to take them up. So that's a positive. And then if you open your Summer of Pain, if you wake up across the pond, you might remember that we had like 30 days to wait as of this morning to get our milestone rewards, whatever it is that you're there. You can see that I've actually, I guess this is an unintentional flex on this channel, I have unintentionally previewed my own rewards. I thought I'd get 15 points. I got 27, which, hey, is the max peak milestone reached. Which means I'll be coming out probably Monday with a little bit of a tutorial guide video on maybe what classes to choose for Class Catalyst and especially Nexus. But in the meantime, we have this really fantastic opportunity to talk about something that is a pro player move. And that is this post right here. This move from 30 days to 7 days. So we don't have to wait weeks to get the rewards. So I got this post from several people, especially Steve-O. Shout out to Steve. So late breaking news and announcements again from the Kabam team. And also shout out, even though Steve sent this to me first, to my man that always keeps me updated with the latest forum post, Brian Shadowstrike. Summoners. With the Summer of Pain coming to an end, we're going to be changing the Summer of Pain peak milestones to pay out to you all at the end of this week's fight. That means you don't have to wait until the end of the event for the rewards. That's awesome. That's amazing. Even though people are probably still not going to be happy with their 6-star Nexus, at least you control the Tier 5 Class Catalyst selectors that you get. But what about the final quest? Well, Summoners, we're going to let you in on a little secret, though the secret is not a secret anymore if you've been following MCOC Trucos or a number of other places. The final week consists of a very different quest. This quest consists of multiple paths where you'll face off against the Summer of Pain bosses one more time before facing the final boss. A challenge of this caliber demands its own set of objectives and rewards. Keep an eye on your message inbox after the Summer of Pain event ends for your rewards, and prepare for the last dastardly challenge in the final weeks of the Summer of Pain. So, some people have sent me some non-confirmed screenshots of what they think the rewards are, and they could be right, they could not be. We won't know for sure until the announcement, which will hopefully be in the next few days. Maybe it'll be today. Who knows? Kabam usually doesn't like things to leak before they can be the ones to disseminate the information. But what I do want to point out is that the game is still very much broken. I talked to my Battle Realm bestie today, who she and I kind of ranted about our complaints with Cavalier difficulty this month. I have had less issues with the game when I'm fighting the Summer of Pain bosses than when I'm going into Cavalier Event Quest. I simply don't think, for so many summoners this month, Cavalier Event Quest is worth the exploration effort, especially if you have to use items. I'd rather just stick to 100% uncollected and master, and maybe do a completion run at Cavalier and try to, if you want, do the objectives to get all of the Daily Bugle side quest currency that you get for completing and finishing off and knocking out the Spider-Man 2099 and Penny Parker fights. But in general, it's a money grab this week, which, I mean, they're a for-profit company. They're entitled to making content harder, but if the rewards aren't going to be buffed and they're just like any other month, the rewards are way better just to use the Daily Bugle currency. And obviously the Summer of Pain rewards are really the best we've ever seen for the amount of difficulty for so many summoners, particularly so many Thronebreaker summoners, and maybe even some Cavalier summoners, though the expectations are different from Cavalier and Thronebreaker for the amount of points you can earn. Either way, this is exciting news. I appreciate Steve-O and so many others for hitting me up with this information. I am recording this as I attempt, keyword attempt, to get ready for bed. So hopefully this will hit my channel before 2 a.m. Central Standard Time. And if you wake up and say it's 8 a.m. across the pond, good morning, everybody. You got a lot of news to catch up on in the Marvel Casino of Champions, and hopefully my channel can aid you in that gathering of information to your brain.